Caleb, the PM today has rejected calls to pay reparations. He says that there's nothing like that on the table. He also asserted, though, there was no mention of reparations in the Uluru Statement, but that's not true. In the FOI document that we've got from his own National Indigenous Australians Agency, this is, of course, the document he said he hasn't read. It clearly talks about a financial statement. It clearly talks about a statement that could be calculated as a percentage of GDP. Now, I know he hasn't read it, but he can't keep making stuff up either.
Well, not like a politician to make something up, is it? And look, he's playing silly buggers here because, of course, when he says, well, it's not in the statement from the heart, what he means is it's not in that one page on the front, which is the public front document, and we know that he hasn't read the rest of it. Reparations, obviously, is public poison, so he wants to distance himself as far away from that as possible. But you only have to listen to all the people who were the architects of the voice to Parliament that we could have, Thomas Mayo, etc., who sat on his advisory committee, who have been saying very publicly that the voice is a vehicle to get to things like treaty. It's a vehicle to get to things like reparations. And even if you say, well, the end goal isn't explicitly reparations, we know that treaties are currently being negotiated around the country on a state level. That's another thing that Albanese's played silly buggers on, saying, well, it's no business of the feds because the states are doing it. It will become the business of the feds. But who's to say that those treaties, which are yet to be negotiated, wouldn't have included in them some form of reparations? There are 101 different ways that it could happen. So for the Prime Minister to say, no, it's simply not a possibility, is bunkum.